This is a premium Cloud Sword Dragon Rezael deck made just before DZBT 06. For the trigger lineup, there is 4 Astral Chain Dragon, 3 Draw PG, 4 Crit Stride Fodder, 4 Draw Crits, and finally Purple OT, though Red OT is also a viable option if you prefer. As for the grade zeros, there is obviously the V starter, however you also play a one-of copy of Defabu. We'll get onto why that is later. As for the grade 1s, there is 4 copies of Skull Witch in the main, 1 G Guardian discard fodder, 1 Order PG, a grade 1 self damager to help with cooling more off Rezael if you need to, 2 Drag Wizard Niece, 3 Segaeon, and finally 4 Black Sage Sharon. Segaeon helps with early aggression and Sharon helps refund your resources, and honestly paying Soul Blast is useful at times. Moving on to the grade 2s, we have 4 copies of Creiddylad, the Ride Fixer, and 3 copies of Leophal. Both of them help you find your pieces and help with getting more multi-attacks. Then for the grade 3s, we have 3 copies of Rezael, 4 copies of Cloud Sword Dragon, 2 copies of Ildona, and finally 1 copy of Ladder. Ladder helps prevent interaction, which will shut your turn down. Ildona helps with finding cards which aren't grade 1, and beyond that just drawing you cards. Then Cleret is there so that you can go into History Stride, and Rezael is the one you want to be on most of the time. As for the G zone, we have the mandatory 1 of Harmonics, then there's 2 Dark Knight Grim Recruiters, 3 Dark Dragon Chain Ranker Dragons, 1 Morfessa as flip fodder, 2 Drag Abyss Luards, again flip fodder, but these 2 options might come in handy, and then finally we have Dark Dragon Phantom Blaster Diablo, which is there mainly for the Geese matchup, though your primary stride will be the Chain Ranker. As for the G Guardians, we have 2 Dark Dragon Deep Griever Dragons, 1 Dark Dragon Dark Veil Dragon, a copy of Dragwiser Bronak, and Witch Queen of Antiquity Jellydew. These cards are useful in different scenarios, though your primary G Guard will likely be Deep Griever. For the most part, the deck tries to build up to 1 kill turn and then kill on that turn. As for what it looks like, well, you'll stride Chain Ranker, use Ladder, and flip something to get Rezael's ability. And then we'll start off with Drag Wizard's Niece support Defabu in an attack. Thanks to GB3, everything is 3 or more from hand if they want to guard. Then end of battle, Niece's skill, Counterblast 1, kill Defabu, draw 1, Defabu skill, center soul, and superior cool the top card of the deck, in this case Drag Prince Root. Next, Drag Prince Root attacks. Now, with a boost from Segaeon, the Creiddylad attacks. Creiddylad skill, Counterblast, Superior Cool Black Sage Sharon, Sharon skill, Soul Blaster Defabu and Countercharge 1. Then Sagaeon skill, you get to add a card from the top 2 to your hand. After that, Sharon attacks. And now the Vanguard attacks. Using the skill acquired from Rezael, Counterblast 1, Superior Cool Leofal and Defabu, Leofal skill Superior Cool Niece from the deck. You then do your triple drive, where in this case it's triple blank, after which Leofal attacks, then with a boost from Niece, Defabu attacks. Niece's skill, Counterblast 1, kill Defabu, draw 1, call the top card, and then Sagaeon attacks, resulting in a total of 8 attacks in this scenario, though if you high rolled you could have hit another Leofal and get a 9th attack, which would take out quite a few decks. So that's Cleret Sword Dragon with Rezael.